Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. This is Ruth Main coming to you live from in the United States. Monday, January 18th is the time of this recording. And this is about a company that came across my desk about 120 days ago now that is exciting, it's fun, it's affordable, it has no competition. And as you're going to see tonight, you can make a lot of money very quickly with this company. They truly are products that change the world. So what is the company? The company is called APL GO. They have actually been in business for over 9 years now, but just open in Eastern Europe. They have just recently started expansion into North America and many other countries. Their product line is the world's very first Anion DNA drop. Now let me explain what that is. It is simply a negatively charged ion that has DNA from plants in it. So it's extremely healthy. There is absolutely no competition anywhere in the direct sales industry like the products that we have. The owner is named Sergey Kulivov. His wife is Olga Kulivov. They are from Russia. Now, if he looks young, it is because he is. He is only 32 years old. He'll actually be 33 this month of January. He started this company when he was just 24 years old. Now, he had made a lot of money in direct sales before he was even 18. In fact, he was in one of the top income producers with a team of over 11,000 people in a company that got sold out from under him. So he took his team and he went to another company and made a lot of money. Then there were problems with that company. So he went to Spain and started selling real estate. He made a lot of money selling real estate as well. And then he had the opportunity to buy the technology that we are going to talk about today. It's a patented technology. When Sergey decided to buy that technology, he paid cash for it. Sergey believes there should only be one owner in a company. We've all been involved with companies where there was more than one owner. They had fights, they split up, they don't agree on things, and problems arise. Sergey did not want anything to do with that, so he is the sole owner. He believes that the buck stops with him. He's also very young, so he is going to be around for a very long time. He started this company in Europe, Eastern Europe, and was open in several countries, mostly Russian-speaking countries, for the past 9 years, now expanding worldwide. Now, Sergey also happens to be a master magician. He has been on stage with the best of the best all around the world. He and his wife, Olga, just over 2 years ago now, moved from Russia to the United States. They live in St. Petersburg, Florida. In preparation for opening North America, he knew that he had to have a footprint in the United States. He also took control of his branding by opening his own manufacturing plant. So he controls everything, the company to the manufacturing. It's 48,000 square feet. This is located in Moldova. Right now, he only runs one 8-hour shift, so he has lots of expansion room as we open new countries. And they can produce up to 50,000 boxes in each 8-hour shift. That's pretty impressive. Not only does this protect his brand, but think about this. He's been in business for 9 years. Nobody's heard about him. They did $87 million in 2019 and well over $100 million in 2020. Yet nobody's heard about them. Is it the right company? You know, all we can do, all of us, is our best research. I have met Sergey. I've been on Zooms with Sergey. I have met his top staff people and his personal assistants. And I can tell you I was very impressed. Not only is he young, he has a lot of energy. They have managed to put in over 300,000 associates. Now, 99% of those associates are still in Eastern Europe. The world is our oyster right now. We just launched in North America in July of this 2020. Sergey has paid for over 1,500 vacations to 35 countries. They've given away more than $5 million now in jewelry, cars, condos, household appliances, mink coats, watches, you name it, he's given it away. He's also now given away over $2 million in free product. And he has specials all the time where existing associates and new people coming on can get a whole bunch of free product. Right now, our focus is opening North America, South America, Australia, Western Europe, UAE, Israel. Believe it or not, we are opening Africa, and now they are in talks with many of the Asian countries. Sergey's goal is to open 50 new countries this year. When you ask about products, you have to do your due diligence and make sure they're the real deal. You know, all of us have been in companies where things are hyped up a lot and nobody really does their due diligence to find out if the products are real. The first thing that Sergey did when he came to the United States is realize that number one, he had to hire attorneys. So he did that. Sergey does not go into any country unless he is 100% legal. And he also makes sure that his products meet all of the legal specifications in that country, from the labels on the boxes to how the marketing material is printed, everything. He went to the FDA in the United States. Now, getting FDA approval is one thing. Being registered with the FDA is another. Sergey was able to get these products registered with the FDA in the United States. Our Accumulate SA technology is also 9001 and 22000 certified. That means it meets the stringent manufacturing processes. These products are also certified kosher, halal, also registered as beyond organic. They are vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO. They have absolutely no added flavors or colors. All the flavors and colors come from the plants and ingredients that are in the products. Absolutely nothing artificial, which for me was a big deal. Sergey understands that if you put the puzzle pieces together correctly, you will have a billion-dollar company. Sergey is not shy. He will tell you that he intends for APL GO, which is the subsidiary of APL, to be the biggest direct sales company in the industry. He's got a management team that he trusts. He even has his own IT team, 36 IT professionals that he employs in Russia that do everything. You know, we talk about protecting your brand. There's a reason he's been in business 9 years and nobody's been able to replicate his product, because he does everything in-house. Sergey also has a whole team of folks that plan events and travel. Of course, they've got that down pat because he, as a magician, he's been on some of the biggest stages in the world. And when it comes to the opportunity, this is going to blow your mind. It did mine. Now, many of you know that I've been in this industry for a very long time, about 30 years. I have never seen a compensation plan that pays out as well. And in fact, Sergey had $10,000, 10,000 American dollars on the table, that if anybody could show him a compensation plan that pays out more, he would give them that $10,000. And nobody's been able to collect on that. That's pretty impressive. We were just voted as in the top 5 direct sales companies, right? Just a few weeks ago. That's pretty incredible considering nobody's heard of us, and we're in the top 5 direct sales companies in the world. This is a screenshot from August when we first got started. Now, if any of you understand how Business for Home works, businessforhome.org, you can go check this out for yourself to make sure that I'm telling the truth. It shows on here that in 2019, this company made $87 million. They have to supply their tax documents to TED at Business for Home before they're listed. TED also figures out what they pay out percentage-wise. Now, most companies pay out 22 to 35%. Sergey has given him our tax documents like he does every year. This company pays out 63%. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. That means that per second, he's paying out $1.74. Per minute, he's paying out over $100 in commissions. Per hour, he's paying over $6,000 an hour in commissions to you and I. Per day, he pays out $150,000. Per week, $105 million. Per month, $4.5 million. And per year, $54 million went out in 2019. I'm looking forward to seeing what 2020 says. It's going to be a lot higher. Now, when you see momentum rank, we're number 61 when I took this screenshot back in August. Nobody'd heard about us. Nobody, literally, only Eastern Europe. And they're still in the top 61 companies for growth. 1 month later, after we launched the United States, you can still see we still pay out 63%, and that's available to anybody, not just the top 1%. But our momentum rank went from 61 to 22, and we're now at 21. That's pretty impressive as well for a company that nobody's heard about. To become an associate is simply $25 a year. Now we have 6 different starter packs. Just like many companies have starter packs, but ours work a bit differently. You see, Sergey understands that most people in a company will never get to the top ranks in the company. Therefore, they can never make the highest percentages and get into all those special pools that are set aside for just certain people. He decided to build this compensation plan differently. Now, Sergey did write this compensation plan, and it has the blessing of the United States attorneys as well as other countries. And you're going to see as we go through this, actually, you're going to get really excited because you're going to see how different it is and how lucrative it is. We don't care what kit you come in with. It can be 100, 200, 400, 600, 18, or 3,000. Here's what's different. You have the ability, unlike other companies, to earn your way up to this $3,000 diamond pay status. And we want everybody to. Many people start at the 600 level because that allows them to have one of each product, because there are 15 of them. But we have a lot of people, especially a lot of my teams in Africa and Europe and Greece, they start with the $100 or $200 kit. And then they earn their way up to the $3,000 diamond kit. When you get to this $3,000 diamond pay status, you are now earning the same amount as the top income earners in the company. Now, your checks might not be as big because you haven't built your team yet, but percentage-wise, you're earning the same exact amount of money as them. You're not left out of any of the commissions like other companies will. We do have ranks. Our commission structure is mostly based on your pay status, which are, remember, based on these 6 kits. Your ranks are going to help you in 2 positions in our compensation plan. Other than that, they are strictly in name only. Most people are talking about what pay status they're at. I want to point out a few things here because this is very important. I want you to notice that the first ranks, the bottom 4, promoter, associate manager, and senior manager. These only require $40 a month in personal volume. In most companies, that would be $80 to $100. In this company, because our PV to dollar ratio is 80%, that is only a $50 a month auto ship. That's why it is affordable to everyone. And even here, to get to manager and senior manager, look, you only have to have $250 and $500 in volume. And in fact, way up here at Premier Director, this $100,000 is in your pay legs. In most companies, this number would be $350,000 to $500,000. So you can see that the goals here to hit these ranks are pretty darn simple. We get paid 11 ways. I'm going to touch on all of them, but I'm going to focus on a few. Our Go kits, unlike other companies where they say if you don't come in at the $3,000 level, you are only going to earn this amount or you're only going to earn that amount. It does not matter what kit you start off at or what level you're currently at. When you sell a start kit to somebody, you are going to earn a flat rate, 10 to 20%. So even if you come in at the promoter $100 sales kit and you sign somebody up at the diamond sales kit, you are still going to earn that 20% or $600. Pretty impressive as well. Now, this really blew my mind. We start off, and this, by the way, is legally known as a ninary, not a binary. In many countries, binaries are frowned upon, and in some countries, they're actually illegal in Asia. And the reason for that is stacking and binary creep. He has done away with all of that because of this expanding binary, or what is legally known as a ninary. Now, everyone starts with 2 legs, just like you would in a typical binary plan out there. However, you have the capability of opening up to 7 other legs. To do that, you have to be at the VIP or Diamond Pay status, so you have had to purchase that or upgrade to that, or be at the managing director level. Okay? Then you can open a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth leg. I don't encourage anybody to do that until you max out these legs at $10,000 per week. That's $40,000 per month per leg. I'm going to start out, I guess, by telling you this works just like a binary when you first start. You're going to have volume on your left leg and your right leg. In this scenario, we have 2160 on our left and 1920 on our right. Your group bonus is going to be paid on $1,920. So they're going to subtract 1920 from 2160. That's going to leave 0 on your right leg and 240 rollover volume on your left leg. In this scenario, if you were at the Diamond Pay status, you're going to earn 30% or $576. Now, most companies pay out 10%. We start at 10%. This is where your pay status is important. If you come in and get started today at the $100 pack, you're still going to earn 10% in the group volume. So you would earn $192. If you're at 15%, you're going to earn more. If you're at 20%, 25 or 30%. So your pay status is going to determine how much you make in the group volume bonus. What happens when you open a third leg is very interesting. You will have a lot of people that come on and say, well, I insist on being on your power leg. Well, this company has done away with power legs. The reason being is when you get to the point where you can open a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth leg, there is no power leg, folks. Here's why. Your rollover volume every week. In this week, it would be 240 in your left leg. Let's just hypothetically say that your third leg had 1,000 PV this week. So it would be the weakest leg. They would subtract all the volume and pay you, first on these 2 legs, then they're going to subtract the 240 that's rollover volume from the 1,000 in your third leg, and they're going to pay you on that as well. Now you have rollover volume in this leg, which happened to be your weakest leg anyway. So that volume is going to stay in that leg. But they will always move, for pay purposes, the volume from your rollover leg, from your strong leg to your weakest leg. So there is no power leg here, and this does away with any breakage. That's incredible. No company I have ever seen would ever do that, ever. In fact, I don't think there's another company out there that would ever implement this group bonus because it pays out so much. Now, we also have matching bonuses. Our matching bonuses start at 20% and they go down 7 levels to 2%. A lot of people think, and most companies say, you have to get to a certain rank that's way up there before you can start earning matching bonuses. Well, here, it's just at manager level. Let's go back and look at what is manager level. Folks, you're only doing your 40 PV, $50 a month, and you only have $250 in volume in your whole business. And you now can start earning 20% matching bonus on anybody you personally sponsor. Now, when you get to senior manager, what is senior manager? Senior manager is just, you're still doing your $50 a month and you've doubled your business. So you have 500 in volume in your whole business. Now you pick up a second level. So not only are you making 20% on the people you sponsored, but you're also getting a check match on the people they sponsored at 10%. And as you go up in rank, this goes down 7 levels. Again, I've never heard of another company paying 7 levels of matching bonuses. What happens on the back end? Because we have the 9- ary as the front end, along with the matching bonuses and the first start bonus. But where's the back end? Where's the residual income? This is where our unilevel comes in. Now, we've all seen unilevels. You have to break this pin and that pin under you, or you don't get paid this level or that level. That doesn't work here. There is absolutely no structure requirements or qualification in the unilevel on levels 1 through 6. None at all. And it's paid weekly, not monthly. So we have daily pay and we have weekly pay here. Most companies, what do? They pay you like 15 or 20% on level 1. Then we're on level 2 where you have more people, they pay you 8 or 9%. Then on level 3 where there's even more people, they may pay 5 or 6%. And when you get down here to levels 5 and 6 and 7, they're paying you 1 or 2% at best. Well, Sergey does it a little bit differently. He starts off by paying 5% on level 1, 6% on level 2, 7 on 3, 8 on 4, 9 on 5, and 10% on level 6 where the most people are. However, if you come in at the diamond pay status or you earn your way to the diamond pay status, folks, you get 10% on every level. All 6 levels, you get 10%. Unheard of. Now, I know we're going to have people on this call that have had 20, 30,000, 100,000 people on their teams. I'm just going to show you a little scenario. If you had 19,000 people on your team, say after a year or two, and they're only buying 1 box of product a month, not 2, they're only doing 20 PV instead of 40. Folks, residually, that's $39,000 a month if you're at the diamond pay status. Now, what happens on levels 7 to infinity? As you and I both know, that many unilevels will pay you based on generational pay. That means they'll pay you a percentage down to the next person that's your rank or higher. Throw that out the window at APL GO, because Sergey doesn't do that either. What he does is that this one is based on rank. When you hit the national director or higher, you're going to start earning 1 to 2.5% to infinity. There's no blocking at all. None. Zero. Every product that sells in your business to infinity forever, you will earn 1 to 2.5% on. That's huge. When I saw this, I understood right away that Sergey was looking out after the 98%. The people that love direct sales, the people that just want to make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month. Well, the activity and the lifestyle bonuses are rewards for being loyal. This is why Sergey has very little turnover in the 9 years he's been in business in Eastern Europe, some of the poorest countries in the world, but they've stayed loyal. Here's why. When you come in and you have 1 person on your left and 1 person on your right, and you all 3 stay on a 40 PV auto ship for 1 year, that's $50 a month. You are going to start earning on month 13 for the next 12 months, $10 a month in an activity bonus, and 5% of your average group bonus check. Now that maxes out at $300 per month. That means that many of you, because nobody knows who we are yet, nobody, many of you this time next year, next February, you'll be earning $110, $210, $310 per month just for staying active every month for 12 months. Then, for those of you that can go out and build mid-sized to mid-large businesses, you're going to put 600, 1,000, 1,500 people in your teams, right? And you hit national director, international director, or premier director. You are actually going to get an extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month as your reward for not only being loyal, but for going out and building a business. I've never seen these kind of loyalty rewards in other businesses at all. Client bonuses are also pretty incredible. We all know that most companies pay out 30%. Meaning, if Deja were to go to my website and spend $100, I'd earn 30 bucks. Well, we do that here at APL GO as well. However, what happens to that other $70? Well, in most companies, they keep that as their profit. Not Sergey. He takes that $70, he subtracts the cost of the product, so what his cost is for those products, and then he takes the remaining amount, turns it into points, and puts it in your back office. You get to use those points to purchase product, to go towards your status upgrade, to pay for your auto ship, or even to go towards an incentive like we have right now, a free cruise that anybody can earn. Luxury bonuses is where Sergey looks out after the 2%. In the lifestyle bonus, he's looked out for the 98%. The luxury bonuses is where he's really looking out for those people that say, I'm coming on board and I'm working full time. I'm going to build a team to 6 figures a month. These people at ambassador and above, These are the people that all of their travel is paid for. It's first class. They are invited to special invitation only with Sergey, like for his personal birthday, things like that. They also are given boats and condos and appliances and mink coats and jewelry, diamonds, watches. There's all kinds of things. And in fact, at the end of year one, and I thought this was pretty impressive. And the reason I bring up year one is because most people think not a lot's going to happen the first year in a company. When Sergey was 12 months old over in Eastern Europe on their 1 year anniversary, they gave away 47 cars. 47. Most companies are giving away 2 or 3. He gave away 47 cars just in the first year alone. Pretty incredible. Sergey likes to have fun. He's young, he's energetic, and he likes to challenge his teams. He wants everyone to be successful because he wants this company to be a billion-dollar company. And he's got some pretty lofty goals for that. One of the ways that he awards us is travel. He loves to travel. They love to have fun. They've already been on 8 cruises to more than 30 countries. And he also does a lot of themed events, which we'll talk about as we close up. Now I'm going to switch over to our product because this is very important. You know, over the last year, everyone around the world, they're only worried about 2 things: their health and their wealth. So that's it, just those 2 things. Well, these products meet those specifications for your health. They have been approved not only in the US, but in all the countries, the 40 countries that we're open in, and getting approval in all the 50 countries, 50 new countries that we're opening in 2021. Let's talk about the negative ions. A lot of people don't understand what they are. Negative ions are found in Mother Nature. You know, that feeling of calm that you get when you go to the mountains or the beach or a river or a rainforest. You know, when you're out in Mother Nature, you get this calming effect. That is negative ions. Negative ions can have been proven scientifically and medically to lower your heart rate, to slow your breathing, to lower your blood pressure, to relax your body. And when we relax our bodies, it gives our bodies time to just go, ah, and feel better. It gives us that euphoric feeling as well. This is very important because the patented technology has harnessed the ability to get those negative ions and put them into our lozenges. You see, plants thrive on negative ions, just like the human body does. Negative ions can supercharge plants. They fertilize it, and it also increases the potency of those plants. Lightning strikes are full of negative ions, as well as other things, but lightning is full of negative ions. So when there is a lightning storm, there is a lot of negative ions floating around. The plants love that. So what is our patented technology? They've actually patented the ability to do man-made lightning in a big chamber that supercharges the plants with negative ions. Nobody's ever done this before or since. Our farms, like I said, are mostly in Israel. So all of the plants are picked by hand. There is no machinery on the farms. That's one of the ways that you can get beyond organic certification. This technology is called Accumulate SA technology. What they do is the plants are picked by hand, they're flash frozen. They are then sent to the plant in Moldova where they go into this big chamber. And in this big chamber is where the lightning is recreated. They infuse those plants with those negative ions. Then they extract the negative ions and the plant's DNA from those plants. They create 15 very delicious, very good for you, very unique formulas that help 15 different ways in your body. They're safe, they're convenient, they taste incredibly good. In fact, it's like sucking on candy, but they're healthy for you. They're unique. But why did he choose lozenges? You know, why drop? Why did he not choose powders or liquids or pills, capsules, juices, or gels? Well, number one, our delivery system. You see, powders, liquids, pills, capsules, juices, and gels all have one thing in common. They must go through the digestive system. meaning you have to swallow them. And by going through the digestive system, there is a lot of nutrients that are passed through as waste. So your body doesn't uptake those. Powders also are hard to dilute. Liquids, juices, and gels have to be kept refrigerated. They usually come in glass containers. You cannot take them on travel with you or they spoil, and we can't get them on airplanes anymore. Pills and capsules, a lot of people have a hard time swallowing pills and capsules. Not only adults, but children and elderly people as well. And they have a very low nutrient availability. So our APL GO drops, they work very fast, within 15 to 20 minutes, because you suck on them. You do not chew them. You don't swallow them. You just suck on them like you would a breath mint. The mucous membranes in your mouth get those nutrients and makes them bioavailable at the cellular level immediately. It's kind of like the way nitroglycerin works for heart patients. If they feel they're having a heart attack, they put nitroglycerin under their tongue. It's available immediately and it stops the heart attack. The same premise works here. You suck on them, they're bioavailable in the mucous membranes right away, and they work quickly and they taste great. Now, here's what blew me away, the price. I expected every product to be well over $100. And I thought, I don't know if this is going to fly or not, till I saw the price. 8 products are only $25 a month wholesale and $50 a month retail. Affordable to anyone around the world. This is why he's done so well for 9 years in Eastern Bloc Europe. I'm going to go through the products pretty quickly. Our GO was just nominated and won as the best immune support product in all of direct sales. Think about it. There are tens of thousands of immune support products in direct sales, and GO got #1. It's just $25 a month. Each box contains 30 lozenges. So if you take 1 a day, that's a whole month worth. There are some people that take 2 a day of certain ones or 3 a day. It really depends on what you need and what your body needs. Get Strength, or GTS. This is for before you work out, during a workout, or after a workout, or if you just need some extra energy. This is going to help with lactic acid buildup in your muscles. It's going to help you not be sore. And we get incredible testimonies on these products, folks. Norm, or NRM. Do you know anybody that has high blood sugar or diabetes? This is going to help maintain normal blood sugar. And the testimonies coming in on that are pretty darn incredible. Friends of mine that tested their blood sugar, then had one of these, and within 15 minutes, he tested his blood sugar again, and it had dropped 45 points. Power for Men. Any of men here that are over 30 or 35, this Power for Men is going to help protect your prostate, your urinary tract, and help with your sex life. Power for Women. This is going to help those ladies out there that are still in childbearing years. This is going to help with your monthly cramps and bloating and things like that. Also, if you are post or perimenopausal, this is going to help with hot flashes and bloating and all of that good stuff. Relax is actually the first product I took, RLX. This product, see, when I go to bed at night, I don't fall asleep because my brain doesn't shut off. So I'm thinking of this and that and everything else. And when I took this the first night, I thought, there's no way this little tiny piece of candy thing is going to work. I woke up the next morning and I thought, my goodness, I didn't lay there for 2 hours thinking about everything. So I took it the next night, and the same thing and the same thing. So I take them every night now. We also have a lot of parents that use these for kids that have too much energy. It doesn't knock you out or anything. It just relaxes your body. SLD, or Slide. This one is great for joints. Any of you have stiff joints or gout or arthritis? This is a great product to take. STP, or Stop. Instead of reaching for an aspirin or a Tylenol or an acetaminophen or an ibuprofen or a Midol, use Stop. This helps very quickly get rid of headaches and just everyday aches and pains. I will tell you that I combined the STP with the RLX. Like I woke up the other day with a really bad headache. I had to go pick Joel up. I had to drive, and driving with a bad headache is not fun. So I immediately took 2 each of the relax and 2 each of the stop, and my headache was gone in about 25-30 minutes. So that was a godsend for me. And all of these products are just $25 wholesale, $50 retail. Remember, they are certified beyond organic, they're halal, they're kosher, they're no gluten, they're non-GMO, they are 100% all natural flavors and colors. Our Premier Collection. These 5 products are a little bit more money. Why? Because they have a lot more ingredients in them. Wholesale, they're just $60. Retail, they're $75. I'm going to go through them quickly. Alt is for everything breathing. So if you know anybody that has sinusitis or allergies or asthma, great, great product. Pepper or HPR. This is a very gentle detox. This will keep you cleaned out, but it doesn't make you run to the bathroom. Heart is for everything blood pressure, circulation, your heart, you want to take that. Ice is for everything digestion, constipation, gut flora, acid reflux, incredible product. MLS is a multi-spectrum. This is a great one to give kids. This is not just for kids, anybody can take it, but it has an orange flavor, so kids like it. And it's going to work on several systems in their body. So if there was one product you wanted to give a kid, I would say start them with this, unless they have specific needs. And again, all of these are just $60 wholesale. Then we have our Premier Plus collection, $80 wholesale, $100 retail. Beauty works from the inside out. This is going to help with the texture of your skin, the translucency of your skin, the softness of your skin. It's going to help with age lines and sunspots. It's going to help your hair, your nails, and just contribute to being healthy and beautiful from the inside out. Brain is also another product that's pretty incredible. Helps people with concentration. It's going to help you with mental clarity, with mental acuity. It's going to help the brain just really start to connect all the dots and work at a better pace. We have a fairly new girl on our team. She's from Canada. Her mom has dementia. And last night she gave a testimony I couldn't believe. Her mom's only been on the products for several weeks now, like 3 weeks. And her mom is starting to talk in full sentences already by being on the brain. She was just amazed. Her sister said, "What are you giving mom? She's talking in full sentences." So she showed her this product. Now we have just launched our 100% all natural skincare line. This skincare line has been said that it's just as good as a skincare line called Lamar, which I guess is very expensive and very good, but it's got a lot of chemicals in it. Our skincare has absolutely no chemicals, no parabens, no microplastics, no petroleum, no phthalate, no formaldehyde, no synthetic fragrances at all. It's never been tested on animals or anything. And I am just starting to use this and I'm liking it so far. So what's left? Choose your kit. Where do you want to start? Our goal, even if you start at the $100 kit, is to get you to the $3,000 kit. Now there is a limited amount of time to do that, so we want to get you going as quick as we can. Even if you don't make it in that time frame, you will have other opportunities to upgrade to that diamond pay status. The important thing is that you get started. Now, one question I get a lot is, how do I upgrade? Well, let's just say you started at the promoter $100 kit today, and you shared this with a few people, and next week you had $110 in commissions. You could say, well, my goodness, I can upgrade to the $200 kit. You simply go into your back office. You've already spent $100, so the difference between $100 and $200 is $100. You would push on a button that says status upgrade, and you would simply buy $100 of whatever product you want. That's another thing I love about this company. He doesn't box you into having to get certain things. You pick the products that you want to upgrade. It's for the first time ever in direct sales. It's totally up to you. Anybody can decide what pay level they want to be at. We do have our own app. This is being revamped right now. And as of about 10 days from now, we are actually launching a rapid funnel app as well. So you can market right from your phone to anyone in the world. And it's got everything done for you. what script to send, what email, what text message to send, everything. It's got follow-up emails in it, and we're going to be teaching you how to use that. So what's left is pick your pack and get started today. Remember, nobody knows about us yet. This is still a big secret. So many of you have a huge, huge opportunity here. I can guarantee that Sergey is committed to getting this to $1 billion company. And in fact, this coming November, 10 months from now, at their 10-year anniversary, Sergey wants to have 20 people on stage that are making $1 million a month. That's a lot of money, folks. I am going to address some things in South Africa because I know we have a lot of South Africans watching this and people from Ghana as well. We have a doctor in South Africa that is in process right now of getting us listed and legal. He was chosen, I connected him with the company, and he was chosen to help set that all up down there to make sure not only that we can have product in the ground to ship to people very easily, or you can go pick it up if you live near Johannesburg, or it will be mailed to you. But he's making sure that everything is legal. All licensing is done, bank accounts are open, and everything is taken care of. That is probably going to take several more weeks. So maybe the end of January, the beginning of February. But here's what we have a lot of people doing in Asia and in South Africa right now, and even in Ghana and Nigeria. They are joining and they want to earn income. Sergey won't ship product there yet because it's not legal, and Sergey does everything legal. So what we're doing on our team is I'm saying if you want to purchase something, you want to start earning commissions, we can put my address down or somebody else's address that you know, that you trust and you're close to, that is in a country that we're already shipping to. And then once the product is allowed in South Africa or Ghana or Nigeria or wherever, I will forward those products to you. It's as simple as that. We're doing that in many parts of Asia right now, Thailand and Vietnam, several other countries, as well as South Africa. We've already got South Africans that have products sitting in Europe, in several places in Europe, as well as the United States. So if you're looking to make money and you're looking to make money now, here's what I will tell you. I have never in 30 years seen an opportunity this good. Literally, never. The compensation plan here blows everything out there totally away. So get back with the person that invited you here. Let's get your questions answered. I want you to be able to not only make money, but to use these products because they're incredible. So thank you for being here today. I appreciate each and every one of you. You can feel free to share this video. I'll make sure that anybody that wants it gets it. Have a great day, folks.